So, about, I'm gonna guess like 12 years ago, maybe more, maybe less, I had just come home from buying Donkey Kong Land 2. I take it out and I put it in my Game Boy, my original 1989 Game Boy that I got in 1989. I throw it in there, flip the switch, nothing. Power's dead. So I'm like, oh, maybe it's just some dead batteries. And I open it up, and the batteries had exploded. And there's a popped battery, acid everywhere. I was pissed. Just got this brand new game, can't even play it. What a bummer. So I went out, and that's when the Play It Loud series first came out, right before the Game Boy Pocket. And I got, it's the same size as these, but it was when they started selling Game Boys in different colors. And I got the clear one, which I hated because the texture of the plastic was smooth, and is, yeah, just like, it got greasy. It's like smooth like this. So if you can imagine holding onto a Game Boy that was completely textured like this, it just, you know, it was gross. I didn't care for it. Should have got the black one. Probably the best looking out of the series. Then like maybe a year later, not even that long, Game Boy Pocket comes out and I was pissed. So anyway, I've had this since forever, sitting, you know, in boxes and drawers, getting shuffled around here to there. And I decided last night I was going to fix it. So since now I actually have tools, I have one of the tri-wing shaped screwdrivers now that'll open up a Game Boy. So I opened it up and I took out this little piece because it had the most corrosion on it, and I tried sanding off the corrosion with fine grit sandpaper, put it back together, no go. So I'm like, well, let's just test and see if this is even the only problem, this tiny little piece of metal. This is the only problem keeping it from working. So I got out a piece of wire and put the batteries in and bridged the connection with the piece of wire, and it worked. So it was this little piece of metal. So the solution, you may have noticed, is I just soldered from each contact to the other. And after soldering it together, I got my copy of Tetris, which came with this Game Boy in 1989, the first video game all of my own. And it works. It works perfectly. Now, of course, this screen is a bastard to see. And I remember when I was little, all the grown-ups saying, oh man, that thing's so hard to see, and I didn't notice the problem. But yeah, this thing is a bastard to see now, compared to your DS's and Game Boy Advances and whatever. But this thing works fantastically, considering it's spent a good 10 years rotting away in a box or in a drawer or wherever the hell I had it tucked away for the majority of that time. So anyway, thanks for watching. This is one more thing I've fixed and slapped together. Probably won't use it that much. But it's nice to know that my very first system, all of my own, does in fact work 20 years later. And I wish I fixed this a month ago on the Game Boy's anniversary. That would have been a little more fitting. But at least it's the 20th anniversary year, you know? So happy birthday, Game Boy. I'm glad you're back with us. I remember playing games at sleepovers with all my friends. I remember passing around Kid Icarus and playing Double Dragon with the link cable. Yeah, I still even have the link cable. That's how good I am about keeping shit. I was the only kid that still had one of these, and here it is 20 years later, I still have this. Yeah, I remember playing Double Dragon with the link cable with the kid next door, playing Kirby's Dream Land, or whichever the first Kirby game was on Game Boy, passing around Kid Icarus. Just good times with this, you know. Like, I grew up pretty poor, and it was nice that my parents managed to get me a Game Boy so I could, you know, play games with all the other kids. I loved it. I love this Game Boy. I have a lot of good memories attached to this Game Boy. So it's nice to have it back in action. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for the comments and all those 5-star ratings and subscriptions. I'm getting close to 100 views or subscribers. I'm excited about that. Only like 15 or so to go. So anyway, thanks for watching. I'll have more videos for you guys later.